No one tells you this part. You're told that the twin flame journey is supposed to be euphoric, magical, divinely guided, and yet it feels heavy, draining, exhausting. If you've ever felt like your connection is something that's weighing you down instead of lifting you up, don't worry, you're not broken and you're not failing the journey. But I'm going to talk about why it can feel like this sometimes and how it really doesn't have to. Watch out for people that tell you that it's going to be painful, that it's going to be difficult, because real love is not draining, real love is not tiring. You don't have to exhaust yourself to manifest your desires. In fact, if you are exhausting yourself, you're most likely to be pushing it away. That's not how manifestation works. All you have to do is stop doing the things that are pushing it away and allow it to come to you. Also, see if you've got expectations about how your journey's supposed to be looking, how it's going to be playing out, what your twin flame's going to be showing you, how far along you expect to be by this point. Because all those expectations are just going to make it harder for you. Because you don't know how much love you need to give yourself on this journey. Most people, when they start the journey, have got no idea how big the journey is actually going to be. So have compassion for yourself and others if you're going through this. And know that you will progress a lot faster if you're actually able to relax and take breaks and enjoy the journey, enjoy your life. I bet you're thinking, oh, how do I enjoy the journey when all these painful feelings keep coming up? Well, you'll be able to manage any not so good feelings really easily if you do the mirror exercise every time an uncomfortable feeling comes up. So you're running to that feeling every time, you're leaning into that feeling every time. You're tending to your heart every time your heart needs tending to. If you're refusing to love yourself, or you're not doing the mirror exercise, or believing that at times you're too upset to do the mirror exercise, then that's just resistance to it. And it's the resistance that's going to be feeling bad. Likewise, when you're releasing a load of lower energies that don't belong in your union, that have been holding you back, you got to feel it to heal it. You do feel these lower energies as they're leaving, but you don't have to feel bad. It can feel really liberating to know that you're releasing what doesn't serve you, you're raising your vibration, you're moving closer to where you want to be. If it feels bad, it's just because you're resisting the releasing of these lower vibrations. When you are releasing or upheaving, it's actually great because you're making room for more love to rush in. Upheaval is a healing wind. As you progress on your journey, it's going to feel more and more gentle. If you're carrying your twin flames healing as if it were yours, please stop doing that, because it's not yours to deal with. Your twin flames issues are theirs to work through. Their upsets are theirs to deal with. You're only responsible for your own. If what your twin flame's doing is bothering you, then apply the mirror exercise and work through the feelings that arise about that situation. But the best thing you can do to heal your twin flame is to heal yourself, because when you choose to heal, so does your person, even if it don't look the same. If you choose union, so does your person. So how do you identify when you've taken on energy that isn't yours? Well, a lot of people talk about being able to feel what their person is feeling and being able to feel their person's emotions of sadness, upset, whatever it is. And as a general rule, if you're feeling it, it's yours to work through. If it's bothering you, then work through it. Don't spend too much time thinking about where it comes from. Just identify the feeling. If it's a bad feeling, acknowledge it, choose to release it, choose to bring love there. That's it. Over responsibility can smother connection, because your twin flame has to have their own journey. They have to have their own revealing process of who you are to them, and they have to have their own experiences. And sometimes, especially for example if there's a third party, it don't look too pretty from your perspective, but the more you can love them unconditionally as they're moving through these experiences, the quicker they'll move through them. Watch out for having spiritual ideas that can make things feel more heavy. You do not have to be perfect to have union. Technically, you can have union now, there's no reason why not, but you must still be pushing it away somewhere. But if you're pressurizing yourself to be better for union, you're doing it wrong. People in union are not perfect, people in harmonious union are not perfect, they still have upsets, they still have challenges, they still have rows, they still have bust ups. That's okay. Wherever you're at is absolutely fine. Just work with what you got, move forward from where you're at, but you have to accept where you're at to move forward. And don't compare yourself to other twin flame journeys. That can distort the truth, because somebody else might come into union quickly because they might have cleared most of the blocks in their last life and they were just on the cusp of union then. Everybody's got their own journey, everybody's got their own levels of difficulty. If you see somebody else coming into union and you get upset because you believe you don't have it yet, that's not going to help you at all either. Union is not something you get, it's something that you come into the realization that was there all the time. You should be rejoicing in other people coming into union, because that's going to be you soon. It's entering your reality, it's entering your consciousness already. They're helping pave the way for you. Everybody else's successes are your successes, just like your successes are everybody else's successes. All the successes build upon each other, your own successes build upon each other. So rejoice when you see people receiving what you desire, because by rejoicing in it, you're creating the cause to receive those good things yourself. And also, heaviness might be a sign of imbalance in between. If you're over giving rather than receiving, maybe your own love that you've been giving yourself is unreciprocated. Are you giving yourself reciprocal love? Are you loving yourself back? This is especially important if you're desiring reciprocal love from your person. There is a real difference between divine devotion and unhealthy attachment. Check in. Are you loving from a truly unconditional place? Or are you chained to a very set outcome that you've imagined, and you're telling yourself you'll be unhappy unless it plays out exactly how you want it to? Check in. Is your commitment masking a fear? You've got to drop a little bit deeper and really get clear on how you're really feeling about everything. And if it's not such a good feeling, then you know what to do. You can work through it. Because burning out can be a result of ignoring your own needs. You have to honour your own need for rest, rejuvenation, relaxation. It won't slow you down. You'll slow yourself down if you don't rest enough. If you put your twin flame above your well-being, you've got to stop doing that straight away. Because if you put your twin flame above yourself or above God in any way, they're going to put someone else above you, and that's going to feel even worse. So you've got to recenter on yourself. You don't have to let go of them or give them up, but just bring everything back to yourself. Bring it all back to the center. Because if you're stuck in a loop of over-efforting for union, you're not going to get union that way, because the over-efforting is probably trying to make up for some deeper upset. So you want to get to the root of the deeper upset and heal through that. And that's going to bring you your union a lot quicker than just doing all the time, because it's not about doing, it's about being. Chasing progress can block it completely because of the underlying reasons why there's chasing or over-efforting going on. If it's a feeling of being lost without your person, you have to heal through the feelings of being lost, rather than trying to run yourself into the ground to get somebody else to feel that place. You have to do it yourself. Only you can do this. Surrendering actually makes things massively lighter, because you know God's got your union and is bringing it to you in the perfect time. There's nothing you need to do to make it happen, but it puts you in a position where you're actually able to receive it. So release the pressure on yourself to make it work. You don't have to make it work. Your union already is, it always has been, it always will be. Of course it's going to work, that's how you were created. But if you're trying to move things around in your outer reality, manipulate the outside to make things look how you want them to, that's not how you get union. It's all on the inside. If you're trying to control things in this way, then that actually stems from feelings of powerlessness and anxiety and fears. And so you have to work through those. Then you'll feel less of a need to control the journey, the situation, which is impossible anyway, which is why you have to surrender. How much lighter does it feel to know that you don't have to do God's job for him? It's God's job to bring you your union, not yours. All you have to do is allow God to do God's job. You just do your job, feeling your feelings and bringing love to yourself in any place that's needing love. That's it. If there's any unprocessed grief still there, that will make you feel more burdened as well. You have to process all the bad feelings, all the bad emotions, because it's them that's burdening you, not the journey itself. Your twin flame is just showing you where these bad feelings, these heavy feelings have always been. You may have been carrying them for a very long time, maybe even lifetimes. That's the weight that you're carrying. But the sooner you're able to release that, the better you'll feel, the lighter you'll feel, the easier union will be able to come in for you. But it's not going to fix all your problems, union. You've got to fix them yourself first by working through the feelings, and then there'll be nothing keeping union away. That's why feeling your feelings unlocks your freedom. And bear in mind, heaviness can be a precursor to transformation too. Discomfort can signal growth, but only if you work through it. It's not about sitting in the bad feelings, it's about moving through them and to the peace that's on the other side. That's a massively important distinction there. That's the difference between healing pain and destructive pain. So anyone that uses the gym knows when there's a pain because a muscle's filling with blood and it's feeling really good, as opposed to the pain of an injury. It takes experience to know the difference. So reclaim the lightness in your connection simply by making the choice to do so. Applying the mirror exercise to any not so good feeling and choosing yourself, choosing love in every moment. That's it. And don't forget to have your leisure time, relaxation and play, having fun. That speeds up your journey like nothing else, because you're living your best life. So feeling weighed down doesn't mean you've lost the magic. It means that something in your approach is ready to shift. You don't have to keep pushing, carrying weight that's not yours to carry, holding it all together. And you certainly don't have to do it alone. This is where coaching is really powerful. Much more than just watching a video, because in coaching we can find your exact pressure points and dissolve your own particular heaviness and together bring you back to lightness. And when you're ready to go deeper, check out this video, which will help you return to joy, release resistance, and return to inner union, because this journey gets to feel good all over again.